Hiya. I just want to do this quick piece just to explain to you guys why there hasn't been any videos up for about a week. It's literally just because the sessions with Steel have been rather uneventful. We've been going back to Connors Quay, walking around there, and well, nothing's really happened. Last Tuesday we sat on the bench and Steel lay down. And then the week after that, he did get a little bit agitated with a couple of dogs. Right. So we moved over into the grass and we did a bit of meditation. A few minutes, he was back into a calm state and we carried on. So up until Saturday, that was it. That was all that had happened. There was really nothing to report. Saturday we tried Steel walking with another person and her dogs. Come on. And it went all right. You know, it was, he met the dogs. It was really good. He was really well behaved. But unfortunately, the person that I was with did something a little bit silly, and Steel snapped at her. He did make contact, but it's nothing too serious. Everybody's absolutely fine. But that's made me not cautious, but it's made me aware that we need to take smaller steps with Steel. So that's why this week we are back on our own, but we're in a different place. I want to see him now in different environments, see how he gets on with a busier place. Once I'm able to get him really calm, relaxed, with other people around in quite close proximity, then we'll add another person to the walk. So we'll see how he gets on with that this week. And in the meantime, here is today's video. Up. Come on, up. Good boy. Good boy. We are actually at Flint Castle today. So there is still a lot of space, but where we're going is going to be a little bit tighter. We're going to walk past more people, closer proximity, but we're going to keep moving. And we're going to keep focused on our space. And we should be able to give Steel more experiences of people who don't want to interact with him, people who are happy to leave him alone, and help him build that confidence that he doesn't need to be afraid of people, because people don't care. People aren't a threat. That's what we need to teach him right now. The issue that we had on Saturday was that he just felt threatened. We're going to make sure that we have enough space for him to feel safe, and it's going to give me the chance to gauge his reaction zone, how close does somebody need to be for him to react. So we're going to find that out. Well, obviously I'm not going to push that limit, but as soon as I get a reaction from him, any sort of negative response, that's it, that's the closest we get. So as we have done with Steel since day one, he tells me when he's uncomfortable and we stop there. We work on that until he's in a comfortable place, and then we progress. As we usually do. We're going to have a bit of a walk around and see what happens. I do know Steele's been a bit stressed this morning. His neighbour Oscar was having a bit of a to-do when I first got there, and he was pretty triggered, weren't you, bud, when I first arrived, jumping at his door and that like he usually does. Yeah, we haven't been able to work on that yet, have we? It's something we will have to do, I think. Start working on his self-control, but we just need to get him to start trusting more people first. That way the other people at the rescue will be able to help him the same way I do. But we need to get him to a place first where he lets them. Hey? Hi. He does seem to be alright with dogs, it's just people he doesn't trust. Oh. Good boy.
Rio. Sorry. Rio. Let's go. Let's go. Sorry. Rio.
Right, try lead. He's alright with dogs, he just doesn't like people. Come on, bud. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. Not bad. Thank you. Good boy. Good boy. So this guy is going to need a very special home. People who know exactly what to do. Ideally, people who don't have many visitors. So I do think he'd be absolutely fantastic with a single lady who needs a companion, someone to help her feel safe, something like that, because he will most definitely do that. You know, if this guy's sitting in your house, you can sleep easy, knowing nobody is going to get in, nobody's going to get anywhere near you. But then on the downside, that also means that any guests and visitors that you have are going to have to be given, you know, basically a health and safety talk before they come in. They're going to have to be introduced to Steele in the right way, like I said, the right circumstances, by the right person. Everything is going to have to be perfect. But if he gets that, there's absolutely no reason for him to not be loved by somebody. Oh, we all love him. Because once, like I said, once you get that trust, he gives it completely. It seems that when people aren't interested in him, he's not interested in them. He's quite happy with that. When people try to engage with him, oh, he loves you, hello mate, you know, that kind of thing, when they engage with him, that's when he starts getting worried. But unfortunately, because he's such a handsome lad and he's such a big lad, that's what people want to do. All the big dog lovers, they all want to say hello to him, they all want to be a bit koochy with him. And told me that'd be great, I'm full of encouragement for things like that. Unfortunately, this boy does not like it. This might actually be a nice place to see if we can do a bit of meditation. Like the bench that we use in Connor's Key, there's nobody around. So every time we've sat on that bench, it's been empty. So I just want to see if we can get him into a really nice... What's going on here? What's that about? Come on. Let's see if we can get him into a nice calm state with there being people around. you. Thank you. Good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. Yes, my good boy. So this is a different kind of panting to what he was doing before. When we were sitting in the car and he was panting, that was stress, that was adrenaline. You could hear the difference. See this? His mouth is actually much softer. This is just heat. There's a little bit of anxiety in there. He's a bit unsure about what's going on, what's happening. But this is it's mainly exercise. This he's a little bit warm. Perfect. Thank you. Perfect. I mean, if I can get him to fall asleep while we're sitting here, that would be huge. That would actually be just as big as him falling asleep in the back of the car. More so, I would think. There's a lot more going on here. In the back of the car, there's just the fence in front of us. And the noises from the rescue in the background, but here, there's people walking past. Like I said, we're a good 30 metres, 40 metres from anybody. But there's people over there, you know, there's a person behind us on the bench here. And for him to be in this relaxed state, surrounded by all this, in this environment for the very first time, that's massive. So I am absolutely over the moon with him for this today. Well, we're going to head into the shady bit here so he can cool off a little. We seem to have timed this perfectly, don't we, mate? What crappy weather, horrible cold earlier in the year. We did all that at the rescue and worked on his car familiarisation and everything. But now we've got the nice weather. We're out and about, we're into the world. So we're almost back to the car now. I've just noticed that the car is right in the sun, so it's going to be pretty warm in there. We're going to air it out, open all the windows and that. Make sure that the temperature is nice and low before we shut the boot. We've also got a couple of little fans in the back of the car. I'll make sure they're on. Got a bit of airflow on him. Don't want you overheating, do we, bud? So we're going to head back now. We'll end our session as always. A little bit of relaxation, a bit of meditation. Hopefully Steele can have a bit of a kit. Process what we've done today. These new experiences. And we'll go again Thursday. I think this is a good place to come back. So we'll be back here Thursday. Won't we? Say bye. A bit better. Ready to go.